Edo APC no fit deny say dem hands no dey the fire incidents when they happen for market areas. Edo state government na talk this one. Edo state government don talk say the plenty fire incidents when they happen for market areas for Benin City no dey clear at all. Chris Ney carry out to people this one when he took mouth for the fire incident when it happen for Lagos Street on Tuesday evening for Benin City. Ney carry talk say na when elections dey come, na im bad people dey burn different places for the state based on politics, and government sure say All Progressives Congress (APC) get hand inside the matter.
So thank you very much for coming, and it's one of our weekly updates for happenings in Edo State. But I think today's one is quite different because there's these disturbing occurrences that happens whenever elections are coming. If you notice, in 2019, we had a series of fire incidents in the state. 3, in some cases 4 or 5 markets were burnt in 2019. And that was at the eve of the 2020 governorship election. Since after the elections, we've not had any fire incidences, no market has been burnt, and we've all lived a very peaceful and happy life. Our mothers in the markets have been happy. They've been trading and are doing their commerce. The election season is around the corner again. And now we had another fire incident in another commercial area of Benin City, which is the Lagos Street Way axis, which we're all aware of. We've always suspected that all these fires have political colorations. And it's difficult for us to say, but the truth must be said. APC Edo State is complicit in all these fires. They are complicit because they think it will help them in their attempt to resurrect their dead party. In 2019, when they have issues with Governor Obaseki, in an attempt to blackmail him, they decided to start setting fires in the markets because it resonates with Edo people, it resonates with the market women. Everybody feels the pain of fire burning markets, and they thought they could use that to blackmail Governor Obaseki's government. But since that didn't work, the elections came and went. Obaseki won again. There was peace and there was no fires in Edo State. But in between that time, the governor made provisions for the purchases of fire trucks. We bought 2 from Inosu Motors. We got 1 donated to us from the federal service. In fact, federal service came into Edo State to help in this kind of matters. And also the NPDC donated 1 very sophisticated fire truck to Edo State government. So in Benin City alone right now, we have at least 4 fire trucks stationed in the city to help quell fires and quench fires. And the government made a lot of investments in these areas. And we sent our fire people on trainings. They've returned and they are proper trained, properly equipped to be able to tackle fire incidents, which they've been doing very well. And unfortunately, the elections are around the corners again. In the next 2 to 3 months, we're going to go into a general election. And then these same people, the APC, have decided again that they have to cause confusion, cause damages to people. So we are asking the security agencies to invite Colonel Muse and Mr. John Mayaki because they are persons of interest in these fire incidences. I have not seen where there will be fire damaging markets and damaging people's homes. Instead of there to be empathy, instead there is political talk, trying to discredit a government that has invested more than any other government in the fire department. You will recall that I was previously the Commissioner for Youth and Humanitarian Affairs and the Fire Service Autonomy. I know the amount of investment, both in human capital development and vehicular investment made by this government in that department. But that does not excite APC. But instead, they start writing political things as if they are laughing at Edo people who have had their goods unfortunately burnt or destroyed in fire infernos. With the best intentions of the government to try to quell these things, we have the NNPC also have extra trucks, which you also bring in when in the case of emergency, the Nigerian Air Force, Guinness, all these people combine together to give support to the state government in cases of fire. We should be thanking them for the support they're giving us, and I thank them for the support they're giving us and for assisting us all the time. But the APC is not happy that these things are under control. Instead, they are planning again to set another market or set areas on fire, thinking that that is the way they can discredit our government. So I've called you here today to tell you that we are advising the security agencies to invite the APC leadership. Let them come and tell us what they know about these fires that happened on the eve of elections in Edo State. We believe they are the sponsors and they are collaborators. We also plead with our youths not to allow themselves to be used by these people. The coincidences are getting too much. No election in 2021, so December 2020 was fire-free. December 2021, fire-free. And now election is coming again. Fires have started again.
Chris Nekari can answer questions when Tori people throw give him where contain compensation of the traders and renovation of the building.
I found out that the market women who had their goods damaged, especially during the Akusa area and all that, through the association, there was some form of restitution made to them from the state government. On the issue of the renovation, the designs are being worked out to match the new city master plan which we are planning, and it will be done. You know, I'm sure you know that the urban market is a very important market in Benin City, not just for the nomenclature, but for the amount of commerce that takes place there. And the city has been expanding, the city has been growing, and things are happening that we have to bring it in line with modern market experiences. The government is seriously working on that, and very soon all these things will come to bear. And on the issue of the fire service not being able to quell fires, the timing by which these fires are reported also help. The earlier they hear about it, the faster they're able to respond and able to act. We have, like I said, we have enough fire trucks which are enumerated at the beginning of this press release. And we have firemen that have been trained. At least 40 went for training earlier this year, you know, for different levels of fire, how to fight fire. And they came back and got good very recommendations from the institute they went to. I think it was in Asaba. And we're very pleased with what's going on. But of course, nobody is happy when there's fire. And the Edo State government is not happy when there's fire. We'll continue to investigate it and know what are the root causes. But preliminary investigation is telling us this is arson, and it's being sponsored by people who are afraid of elections and trying to blackmail the government, which is APC leadership, led by Colonel Mose, and then their spokesman, Mr. John Miyaki. What I'm saying, they are persons of interest. These things is more than coincidence. It happens on the eve of elections. The only party here that is afraid of election, that knows they will not win, they need to blackmail the government to get any sympathy at all, is the APC. If you draw 1 and 2 together, you get 3. And they are the ones that they think they can benefit from this blackmail they are going through. They are the ones. You know, so whether they are culpable or not culpable, all I'm saying, they are persons of interest and they should be called to come and talk to the police. Why is it happening at this time all the time when elections are coming? The last time is when they had problems with the governor prior to 2020 elections. That was done. 2020, no fire. 2021, no fire. We were all happy. Now, election is in February 2023. 2022, now there's fire. It's starting over again. We have to cry out now early so that Edo people should know who to look at. I want us to beg them that let this be the last fire of this pre-election season. That is what I'm actually doing. Pleading with them. Let this be the last fire of this pre-election season. They cannot get away with it because if we catch them, they will go to prison. Unfortunately, what you're saying is what we debate every day and what the instructions we give to our market managers. But unfortunately, we have a system whereby it's enforced for the first few days and then everybody goes back without thinking of the consequence of lack of enforcement. But we daily push for it because safety is important. In this building, you will see the fire alarms, fire points, and muster point and everything, because You have to prepare for it so that you know when there's fire, you know where to go and gather, you know that you don't need to take the elevator. So these things have been done, have been thought in the markets. But it's unfortunate that our people are not yet in that groove to understand. That is why it's important that whenever these markets are going to be rebuilt, we have to have it in such a way that they are fire friendly. You agree with me, most of these things are old. They came about, and then the population of those using these markets are more than what was actually designed for. So there's a lot of things government needs to do. We are a government. We need to plan for our people. And we are not supposed to be reacting all the time. When you are planning, you make sure the plan is properly done. So that's what we are doing. And we will keep on announcing and telling our people, teach them fire safety and all that, so that these things, the damages are always reduced.
Una go remember say TMC TV bring you story of how fire take destroy goods worth of millions of naira for Lagos Street, Benin City. Omo Aluke Ajakaye, TMC TV News. Make una remember say your PVC na be your power. Don't say I'm giving any politician on election day.